Hey everybody, it's me, Iryna Wood, your relationship specialist and Stars About Stars project, the first astrology-based matchmaking podcast for love and career seekers. And this is one of those days when everything what was planned was ruined. Everything went in its own way, not desirable. But I do believe in the universe that it takes care of us. So it means for me that I have to be where I have to be. And I'm here in this beautiful studio talking to you and making my another podcast to change my mood for better and to change my day for better. We live this life aware and consciously. Here we are. So I came out with no plan, as you understand, with a new topic. And today we're going to talk about self-acceptance. Isn't it beautiful? Because I think we all have regrets. And actually, I do guarantee that we don't do in this life that at least every person on the planet has at least one thing that he or her is not satisfied with. Sometimes we are not happy with our appearance. Sometimes we are not happy with our weight, the way we look, with our surrounding, with our job, with our career, with our calling, with our boyfriend or girlfriend. And whatever happens, we have to remember we attract that reality to learn, to study ourselves, to understand ourselves better, and to proceed in this life. Because what we are not taught at schools is how to be educated and how to be life smart. That's what we have to get through our own education, through our personal karma task during the life. And we are coming back to self-acceptance. How we deal with that, how to look at the mirror, how to look at your life and be happy with that. Because what we are losing usually is this little tiny need and presence. Our connection with reality, our feeling the reality, and being really happy, full of joy and satisfied with it. So the first tip that I put here on my list is self-reflection. Isn't it beautiful? Because sometimes you can understand you're here at this point of view. Let's say you're here in the United States, being a foreigner. You already opened a company. You already created a family. And yes, there are things you're still not satisfied with. There are your list to do, but it's always life for that. It's always the right moment for that. I do believe in divine schedule, that everything happens for us at the right time with the right people for a reason. But if you really do self-reflection and analyze your past, you would understand that whatever happened to you before, it was some kind of regrets, disappointments, or you were, for example, driven about having a job abroad and somebody hired you or told you, no, we don't need you. We found the other employee. You were very sad at that moment. And after you got your working permit in the United States and decided, why don't I move? Or you won this green card and you moved abroad and they say, oh my God, that's much more beautiful reality is waiting for me somewhere else. Sometimes we are not happy that somebody didn't like us and we couldn't build up relationship with this or that person, and afterwards when we cried enough, when we work out the problem or challenging period of your life with your therapist, you meet beautiful, absolutely amazing personality that you're feeling like your soulmate person that you're meant to be with, and you think, thank God I didn't deal with that guy or that girl. So everything happens for a reason, and definitely at the right time with the right person. So what does it mean? Always analyze your past with a huge respect and understanding. If something is happening in your life problematic or challenging right now, and you still didn't get results, and you still didn't understand why you're going through this karmic lesson, why you're studying this quality or discovering your feature or trait, just wait. Give time to the time, as they said. Soon you will find out not why preaching this thing happened to me, but what for. Just give it a slow move and you will understand it very soon. Analyzing helps a lot. The second tip is self-compassion. Let's say sometimes you can feel alone, or you don't have money for a therapist, or you don't have your parents next to you that embrace and love and hug you and take you as you are, or adore you, or you don't have companion and partner in life that really fell in love with you and takes you as you are naturally and accepts you, then you need to be the best friend for yourself. You can practice a technique that you're just sitting next to you and really watching you, the way you're trying hard in your life, or you're not trying hard at this moment of life because you got exhausted and tired and you have zero inspiration, zero admiration of nothing in this moment. Maybe you're depressed and there is a reason for that as well. So never judge yourself. Try to analyze, as we spoke before. Try to understand yourself better. Treat yourself very kind, very smooth, very tenderly. As if you don't do that to yourself, who would do that to you? Since you appreciate yourself and treat yourself so nicely, the other people will feel that energy and they will act at the same way. And if they don't have to. Nobody owns you nothing. You are your own soulmate. You're all your own friend. And people who are meant to be around you and next to you, they definitely will take that place and never leave. The other thing, learn from your past. Another time, once I came to the priest and I asked, "Oh, sorry, what is the sin?" Sin, it's not when you made a mistake. Sometimes mistakes, they're your best friends because you learn from them. You grow spiritually and consciously, you grow from them. And without mistakes, life even wouldn't be very interesting and intriguing. Yeah, sometimes our mistakes can bring us, to unpredictable trip in Miami, in Vegas, having fun, meeting new people. So doing mistakes sometimes is a cool thing. Or you can do tattoo, getting drunk and after, oh my God, what I did. Sometimes I ask one person, I say, why you don't, he was taking out his tattoo actually. I say, why you don't put this cream on you to freeze it and not to feel this pain? No, I want to remember how idiot I was at this moment making it. Isn't it funny? So it's always a reason to do or not to do things. Just do it with a smile, with a lot of compassion, with a lot of understanding to yourself, and learn from your past. Sin, it's not once done mistake. Sin, it's when you're doing those mistakes on repeat and being harmful to yourself, and you destroy your own fate and blessed destiny. The other thing is practice forgiveness. Sometimes we look at ourselves at the mirror, and I'm not talking even about your appearance or physical beauty, that you gained weight or you did bad plastic surgery and you're just preaching in the how stupid I was to do it. Or why did I waste 10 years of my life with this boyfriend without getting married, having kids and having blessed in my life? Or why did I stuck with that annoying boss when I could take that chance and go to Australia and, start new life and new job and change my life completely. No, you don't blame yourself, but you have to come to the conclusion you weren't ready, you weren't brave enough. And it doesn't mean that you can't buy that ticket and change your life today or tomorrow. There is always tomorrow waiting for you. The other thing, set realistic goals. Of course, we are all dreamers. We love to live in illusion. We love our dreams come true. But what is really important, to be very realistic. You can look at yourself. You can take a sheet of paper and to write down things that you would like to change. things that you would like to adapt into your new image and life, things that you would like to keep because you appreciate you're so much being on time, being respectful with people, being hard worker, being kind, being forgiving, being nice, being polite. So there are always lists of things that you respect about yourself. So please don't disappreciate those beautiful things that came from your family education, your school education, or your business education, and there is a great part of your life and yourself. Setting up realistic goals. You look at your own image and you just picture the way you want to be in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years. That's a great coaching technique. It can help you with business things, with your startups, with your marriage, with your partnership relationship in any kind of field, with your place of living, because maybe you're living in Alaska and you're dreaming to surf, or maybe you're living in Hurricane Miami and you just want to play golf, I don't know, in south of France and drink champagne in the morning. So be very honest with yourself, set up realistic goals, what you can do according to your true, honest, direct, open mind personality. The other thing, seek support. If you feel that your imagination works very well for you, but you don't feel a lot of inspiration, then probably you need a friend, supportive friend. If you're not friendly and kind enough to yourself, then if your friend or relatives couldn't help you or he's not a great influencer for you in personal advices, then probably you need a therapist, a coach, a guide, a mentor who can help you to set up those goals, who can give you a golden kick every week and just see how many things you've done according to reaching your final destination in life, to your premier goal. The other thing, embrace the present. If you will disvalue and disappreciate those things that you have in your life, good friend, good health, a plate of food in front of you, nice hot coffee in the morning, beautiful weather outside, or even if you're not satisfied with the weather, there is a reason, or you're living in 4 seasons, whatever. Always there are things to appreciate in your life, to be blessed for. And believe me, since you start practice every morning or before you go to bed, meditation of forgiveness that we have been spoken before, forgiveness to the others and forgiveness to yourself as well, and thankfulness, that is amazing. I love one meditation. Let's say you are having your cup of coffee in the morning, and when before to sip it and just enjoy it, the taste, think about the people who raised up those coffee beans, who packed them, who took them from the field, who worked with those coffee beans, who packed them in those packages, who sold them for you, who brought them or delivered them with Amazon, with UPS, with FedEx to your house. And of course, thank yourself for having health and the ability to prepare yourself a coffee. Since you see how many great moves, how many people, how much energy is standing behind one cup of coffee, or if you order it's somewhere in the restaurant and you do the same process, you're thankful for the waiter, you're thankful for the bartender, or great cook, if it is a dish, who prepared that meal in the restaurant, who created that special sauce, who decorated the plates, and so on, for the owner of the restaurant. Believe me, you will eat or drink with such an appetite full of gratitude, and all that energy will be spread out outside yourself, and just people energetically, invisibly, unconsciously will catch it and respond you with the same great attitude, offering you help for your project, for your startup, just trying to help you as much as possible to be nice and polite and great to you. The other thing is positive affirmations. Power of word. You know that word was born and it was guiding people to go to the war. Sometimes war could be very destroyful, or it can inspire you. It can lead million people. That's why politics is doing so good, because this is a power of sound, of vibe, of word, of charisma. So talking to the other people and talking to yourself first, be very aware what set of words you are choosing. As when you're talking to somebody else, believe me, with a kind word, you can really get whatever you want. It doesn't mean that to be sneaky, to be, I don't know, too much paraphrasing, not to be yourself. No, just if you compliment the person, if you appreciate the person, if you implement those phrases like, would you please, would you be so kind? Just be nice. Don't be rude. And I'm not talking about relationships with the other people. I'm talking, first of all, with the relationships with yourself. Since you understand yourself and you say, Iryna, please, I know you don't feel good today, but why don't you take care of your health? I don't know. Go over this barrier of laziness, go work out, because afterwards you will definitely feel better. And believe me, all of us, we have mental barriers or things that we don't want to do today or always, depends on the personality. Me, for example, I know how to deal with myself. I came from extremely lazy to extremely systematic and organized. And it was all about mindset. But affirmations and power of word would never exist without power of action. So that's why understanding, setting up those goals, visualizing your dreams, working with the affirmation, doing meditation, let's say every day or whenever you feel like doing it. I practice it every single day. You're working with your unconscious part from very different angles. You're working with your mind, with your mental system. You're working with your heart, with your regrets, with your pains, with your blocks, with your harmful programs, with your different mindset, with new settings, and with your visual system. Because since you visualize the way you are driving new beautiful car, the way you are getting married with the person of your dream, the way you are travel to a beautiful island and you feel like you are suntanning right now and you are enjoying and getting pleasure, your nervous system starts to get all those vibes and all your nervous system starts to work in a different way. And since you practice it more and more, your unconscious part and your mindset that getting used to receive that type of vibe, it means that after that they give it to the universe and the universe return all those things back to you in real life. And the final thing that is number 9, it's dreams. We spoke about setting up goals, but I'm a big dream believer. If you start to imagine yourself as a kid, and we all keep our inner child inside ourselves, since you know how to deal with this inner kid, what does it mean? We have 3 levels. Our inner parent that is quite strict, giving advices to us and taking care of us. Let's say if you're driving on higher speed and your real parent is dead or not present or living in a different city and physically can't guide you and say, darling, stop right now, please, okay? Be patient, be quiet. It can influence your life. and your vitality. So your inner parent has to stop you consciously. Okay, I'm not going to raise up speed, for example, because it's dangerous for me. Or I'm not going to play with knife or electricity because it's dangerous for me. It can just end up my life. Or I'm not going to use drugs or too much alcohol because it could become my addiction. So that's what it means to deal with your inner parent. Your inner adult is usually responsible for life choice making and as well decision creation. And besides that, how you're making money. Because if you have very happy personality and you're a kid forever and you're already 60 years old and you are so kind and sweet and nice and free in your desires come true, but you're not adult enough to control yourself, to make money, to be responsible for your life, to take decisions, and you're always calling your mom to verify, do you think this sweater is good for me? Do you think I can eat? Do you think I can drink right now? Do you think I have to date with this or that girl? No, it doesn't work like that. And you're definitely inner child. Your inner child is all about being vivid, being unpredictable, being direct, being honest, being free. Actually, older people, they know how to keep their inner child. They start to eat sweets. They start to be very direct. Sometimes they look like they're a little bit mean or rude. They're not. They're just really direct and free because now they're in the position, being older, they can afford it. They can be themselves. So what is very important to keep in yourself? This control of your inner parent, inner adult, and inner kid. When you can play being in real life, maybe 18, 28, 38, but you still keep your inner kid. You're so much fun. You're so much free. If you want to, eat ice cream or jump or kiss your best friend or hug your lover or to do whatever you want, you just go and do it. And if you want to question something, look at kids. Oh my God, they ask you, oh, they can say where did you go? What did you do? They are very direct. They don't think. So if we could communicate like kids, that life would be much easier for all of us, believe me, because it's a lot of honesty and everything is so much transparent and easy for kids. And they believe that their dream can come true. They don't care. It's going to be Santa Claus. It's going to be mother or father or somebody else realizing some special magic, their dreams. So what I do offer you today to finish our 9 great tips of self-acceptance and making all your dreams come true with being a dreamer like a kid. Definitely all in understanding, no matter what, your dream will come true. And I think it's a very nice tip, especially in a Christmas time, in Thanksgiving time, around New Year. And I wish you absolutely full self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, self-love, self-understanding, and all your dreams come true and in you 2024 year. Iryna Wood. With love. Please never forget to visit my official website www.starsabouttstars.com and as well all my social media, that is Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Stars About Stars, and my personal Instagram account, Iryna Wood. And as well, please put like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. And don't forget about my podcast, Apple Podcast and Spotify, Stars About Stars.